this world is built off of humanity, whether they take the right way or the wrong way. And we're seeing humanity take the wrong way a lot of the time as the Epstein files have been released, and we're seeing the world through a different lens now. I've been writing about Epstein since 2019 at the Questioning Center. 2019, I was not graduated from college. I was just graduated from high school, and I knew that Epstein didn't kill himself in the way that they tell us he did. Whether or not he escaped, whether or not they killed him to keep him quiet, is up for you all to speculate on your own. And we're going to provide the evidence, we're going to provide the facts, we're going to provide the reasoning skills, the eyewitness testimony, and all of that in between, because we're informational center to disseminate a lot of information in this reality we live in. And there's some topics I'll be talking about today in regards to that. So I just want to mention how the individual has so much power in of themselves. Just look at me here. I'm just really like a college student a couple years ago, freshly graduated, yet I'm here outside looking for the truth from everyday people in Detroit, talking to people, sharing what I've learned from the Questioning Center and from reality, because we're all connected to this reality on a spiritual, mental, and physical level. But sometimes we're just focused on the physical because this capitalistic society is very materialistic, that we're, getting away from the spirit, which is all around us. And the physical is just temporary, like distraction for our spirits. And I just want to reiterate that the average person has a lot of power, even if you don't have the IQ of Einstein, or even if you don't have a library at your disposal. You can still learn from, whether it's the Questioning Center, your favorite YouTubers, TikTokers. We're out here to share the information not taught in schools. We're here to share the information that they try to make seem fake, like aliens, like the Epstein files. They're covering up Trump's name in the Epstein files. They're unredacting these files to cover up Trump's name, and then they're putting that back out. And it's been seen. We can see it. We know his name's in the files over 1 million times in the unredacted files, right? In the unredacted files, he appears over 1 million times. That's more times than Jesus is named in the Holy Bible. You have to think about that. How many times Trump is named with Jeffrey Epstein, his best friend? He wrote a birthday card with a drawing of a woman, and he wrote on it, and he wrote the signature on her private part. Our president did that. Our president was given a small amount of $1 million, right? Yet he's acting like this economy is nothing. He's acting like we can all make it through this economy, as he brings us into war, 8 wars over the past 1 year. And we don't know how global this war is going to turn out to be, or if we're going to even win this war. We're brought into this war because of Israel. AIPAC has been funding the United States for decades. It's been known for a while that the American Israel Public Affairs Committee is a corrupt, very evil corporation that is built off of genocide. It's built off of our taxpayer dollars to fight wars overseas for no reason, to kill children in Gaza, to steal their land and steal their identity, that these Israeli Zionists are doing, because Israel is an apartheid state, meaning that these Polish Europeans traveled from Poland, from Eastern Europe during the World War II, right? After World War II, a lot of stuff unfolded, and then the quote unquote Jews, these white European people claiming to be Jewish people, they're claiming to be Semitic from the Bible, right? But they're not people from the Bible, they're Europeans, and they're no better than us, especially. So we're just here to figure out how much control they have over Trump, given that Trump is the commander in chief. He's the most powerful man in the world on earth right now. And we know how he's been acting. We're not afraid to call him out, that he's in the Epstein files, that he's had relations with underage children, and that's being used against him in this war. They're blackmailing him with that. And that's probably why he's getting deeper and deeper into this war. And Trump is going to be scared to retaliate against Israel because they blackmailing him. They have power over him, even though he's the most powerful man in the world, right? So blackmail is so big in scope. Like, we have presidents that are blackmailed because of their wrongdoings. Bill Clinton, right? He did so many wrongdoings that he just testified for Epstein. And you saw him, he was looking through the Epstein files. He's looking at the old photos with him and Epstein, and he's smiling. He's like, wow, I did that. I did that. He did that. Yeah. Monica Lewinsky, right? That was a very big scandal. But now this is a very, very real scandal now, given that it's actual crime involved with underage children, alleged sacrifices of children by the Epstein class. John Podesta. I had a John Podesta video. He was the White House chief of staff, and it was a video of him with a child, allegedly torturing a child, right? And it's screaming, and he's forcing this child to sing the Caillou's theme song, weirdly enough. And this TikTok video on my original page, it had about 500,000 views before it was taken down. So about 500 to 600,000 people were watching the video I uploaded, and they were talking about how John Podesta, the White House chief of staff, was abusing these children with these Epstein level people, right? So you have Harvey Weinstein, Jay-Z, right? You have Dershowitz. You have the former prime minister of Australia. I have an eyewitness in Australia, and she's telling me about the Epstein stuff, you know, because she's a conspiracy theorist, if you want to call it that, too. And it's a lot of information to digest here. We're going to break it down piece by piece. I have some topics I'm going to talk about for today, and I'm going to have more updates as the news comes in. It's March 9th, and it's more news to come for 2026. And I'm Matthew of the Questioning Center signing out. I hope you follow thequestioningcenter.com. You follow us on Instagram, on TikTok. We got at the Real Questioning Center backup page because our original account was banned for posting the Epstein files. So follow us there at the Real Questioning Center on TikTok. Instagram, Upscrolled is a new TikTok, new social media, I should say, as well as Facebook. We keep our posts on Facebook regularly. So as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.